Hello, I hope you're all well, and today we're going to look at some more videos. These are some ghost videos, a little bit of poltergeist type activity. So I've got 3 videos to show you. We'll replay them, and as usual, if you leave your comments below and let me know what you think, it could be some fun. So I'll play them, we'll replay them, and then you let me know what you think. So let's move on to the first one. And this is an old video, a classic video of a ghost that's at a security gate, so let's take a look. Almost looks like a figure in a dress. Still see the shadow off to the left bollard there. And out comes the security guard. He's looking in the right kind of area. Still looking fairly perplexed as to what has gone on. Understandably so. Obviously we're looking at a cell phone video capture of a monitor screen, I believe. So obviously that will affect resolution. Seems like the shape moved off to the left.
You can clearly see something move across the road, and then the security officer who must have been monitoring the camera.
Yeah, he must have been monitoring the camera, but enough of your rubbish. So it did look like it moved from the right to the left. So interesting. What do you think it was? Let's have another look, see what we think. It did look, it could be interpreted as something wearing a gown or a sort of like, it looked like it flared out towards the bottom, almost like it might be an old-fashioned style dress or something. Of course, that's just what it appears to be. It doesn't mean that that is what it is that we're seeing. But let's have another look at that. And now at the top almost looks flared out as well. A strange shape for sure. He does look like he's looking in the right place, so he obviously did see it on the monitor screen, and that's prompted him to come running out. So he had an idea which direction the shape or the shadow went. You can still see it at the bottom left of the screen there, above the time signature with the CCTV recording. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. Clearly do see some kind of shadow anomaly move from the right to the left hand edge of the screen, and then it disappears, comes down into the extreme bottom left, and then disappears across the time signature. And it does appear that the security guard did see it on the monitor screen in real time. So that's an interesting video. Again, obviously let me know what you think in the comments. Let's move on to the second one. This one is it's a restaurant, and some kind of energy that likes to throw objects around. So let's have a quick look at this one. Okay, so we're watching the table where the lady just left. Okay, the chair just slid out there, the extreme bottom. Menu slid across. And there goes the napkin. And there goes there goes the plate and the cutlery as well. So the people at the top right of the video noticed that too, so obviously it made enough of a noise to grab their attention. You could see other people in the restaurant turn around to look, and obviously the lady who was sat there eating a meal was well out of shot by that time. She disappeared up and out. So that's an interesting video. We'll have another look at that one. I kind of like it. There's easy ways to debunk it. The reaction of other people in the restaurant suggests that what they experience is genuine. But let's see it again. I like that one. There she goes. So she's well left the area. There goes the menu across the table again. There goes the napkin, and then we see the plate and the cutlery go. And we see the reaction of the people top right, and also what looked like the waiter or the serving kind of person. I do like that video. Usually I play them, I replay them, and then we move on to the next one, but I want to look at that one again because I do find it interesting, and I like the reaction of the people. It doesn't seem to be staged. They do seem to be genuinely, not alarmed, but alerted by the noise of the cutlery and the plate being moved from the table, should we say. So let's watch that one more time, and then we'll move on to the final video. But this is a good one, I do like it. There she goes, and the the chair slides out, the one she was just sat on. Then the menu moves, and then of course the napkin goes, and then the plate and some of the cutlery flies off to the left. Obviously people turn around. Interesting video. And of course the music makes it all the little more eerie, doesn't it, when you have that kind of music going in the background. So that's always interesting to hear that. So let's move on to the last video. This is allegedly of a child ghost that moves across the well, you'll see, comes across the road. So we'll have a look at this one a couple of times and see what we think of this. And there we see a shape there top right in the road. Okay, not much to see there. You do see some kind of like shape or some kind of a anomaly in the video. However, with the resolution of a lot of CCTV cameras, the ability for them to resolve artifacts within images at close distance when they have a further, depth of field and they're focused on a further object, can mean that a little bit of a cobweb or a little bit of thread or even anything like that passing in front of the camera lens can be rendered blurry and out of focus. So it could be anything really. But let's have another look at it. I can sort of see why they get the impression that it might be a child ghost because of the size of it. And anything that's upright and moves across the road has to be bipedal and humanoid, doesn't it? Or a human, doesn't it? So let's watch that one. Watch that one again. It's interesting, but it's not massively long footage. Obviously taken on an external CCTV camera. I assume they're trying to keep an eye on the car in the drive and just outside the property. So let's watch it again. Seems to be indecisive, this ghost, about what he's trying to do. Okay, well for me the way that it seems to move and would almost suggest some kind of thermals or some kind of draft. And obviously with it being outside, it's an external CCTV camera. I'm sort of leaning towards it being an artifact, like something like a bit of a web or some kind of thread or something along those kind of lines. Of course, I don't know for sure. But that's what it appears to be to me, rather than the spirit of a child walking across the road, then changing their mind and going back, and then running around. Like I said, I usually play it once, play it again. But let's do it. Let's have one more at that. Let's have another run up at the child ghost walking across the road, because it is an interesting video. So let's watch one more time. Yeah, like I say, very indecisive, doesn't know where he wants to go. Okay, so interesting nonetheless. All three of them are interesting. They're always worth having a look at, and it keeps the mind working, keeps you on top of your game, and I'm pretty sure it keeps the creative juices of some people that make these videos. When it's CCTV footage, it's always that little bit more interesting and worth paying attention to, I suppose. But as usual, you know the deal. You obviously have a look at them, see what you think, and put it in the comments. Maybe you think it's genuine footage of actual spirit, poltergeistic, and, shall we say, ghost activity, which are being captured by CCTV cameras, and maybe it is. I personally have my own opinions about what I think, but I'm sure many people will differ from that opinion. But when you've seen them, let me know what you think they are, and obviously at some stage we'll change over to a different kind of topic, maybe something more mysterious. But if you're enjoying the type of ghost and UFO type ones, then also put that in the comments below. But until then, thanks for watching, stay safe and be good, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye for now.